team is Rutopia from Tegna. Who's gonna bring you back to life? We're gonna make you and I. We're gonna save the world
Your team's going to the accelerator. I love your idea. How about that?
The Embark videos. My name is Chaitashi Pandya and I will be your host of the event. Be it a pandemic or any other day, the entrepreneurship cell of Nirma University always tries to be in front to help and guide the budding entrepreneurs. During the pandemic, we have carried out an event called Hult Prize. a $1 million social impact competition by UN and Bill Clinton breaking and team building sessions. Hello. So with Cisco WebEx and YouTube as their platforms, ESL hosted their semi-finale with top 10 teams on 8th of December with Mr. Karthik Dixit, who is the CEO of Evo Foods, and Ms. Likita Banu, who is the co-founder and CEO of Terra Greens Organic, as the judges. From this, top 5 teams that would be going for the finale were selected. Hold a breath. We had a final wildcard entry too, and hence there are 6 teams fighting with each other to grab the seat for regional finale. Post the semi-finale, a rigorous 1-month accelerator program began, wherein a special mentor was allocated to all the teams to hone their ideas. And how we have reached here to the day of judgment on the campus finale, wherein our top 6 teams have fastened their seat belts tied to compete with each other and continue on their $1 million journey. Now, let us revisit the 6-month-long journey with a video. Now, let me introduce you all to Mr. Hamza, our campus director of Hult Prize Nirma University, who is pursuing BTech from Nirma University. He has contributed as a content writer for various places and is the startup coordinator at the innovation cell at Nirma University. Having experience in sales and business development and software development, he has also been the co-founder of Upscale. Now I would like to call Hamza.
Hi, hello. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, Chaitashi. So I'm really speechless today because the amount of hard work we've done over the past few months is today is a result of all that hard work. So I'll start with an emotional note. But before 6 months, we had no idea as to how we should start. We were just a team at Entrepreneurship Cell with just around 10 to 15 members. But we trusted our guts. We did our best, and with continual support from the authorities and that from the Hult Prize Foundation, we could span up to a team of more than 40 members over the next few months. Those 40 members who work diligently day and night in different domains, let it be marketing, let it be team building, let it be any other field, they really gave it all of their efforts, all of their time. And today we see that all of it has stemmed down to the one day, to the Hult Prize finale, wherein we will be seeing the top 6 teams battling each other for the one spot at the top, the spot that will win them the participation in the Hult Prize regional finale. I'm really amazed by the introduction Chaitashi has already given. So let's have a recap of let's talk about what all we're going to witness today. So it is going to be the top 6 teams at Nirma University who will be battling for one spot in the finale today. 4 judges from various parts of the industry carrying years and years of experience behind their backs will be judging them on the basis of various factors, various things that the Hult Prize has provided us with, and it will be a learning curve for them, for us, and hopefully even after the declaration of the results, it won't be a matter of who the winner is, because it will all depend on the experience which is gained by all of these teams over the past few months. I really want to congratulate each and every member of the Hult Prize organizing team who have given all their efforts and their time despite having a lot of examinations on their heads right now. I know it's hard, but you really did manage to pull it well. On the contrary, the other people, the participants, the 6 teams, 6x424 participants who really are giving their day and night to get that one perfect pitch possible. It's really amazing to see how much they are concerned, how much they are impacted with the idea of making a positive impact out there for people out there. Food for good, the problem statement this year, it is the one which is aimed at bringing communities together. That is the real idea of social entrepreneurship, bringing people together towards solving big problems, right? Like unemployment, climate issues, and this year we have one of the best problem statements we've seen so far. So it is really complex, it is hard, but this is what makes up for the gist of it. And I'm really proud of the team, the participants who have managed to come down to this final day of our competition at Hult Prize Nirma University. I would really like to thank the Hult Prize Foundation for their continuous support, and also those at our university, Nirma University, who have really been supportive, genuine, and have always been a constant guide for me and my team back at Hult Prize Nirma University. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Hamza. Thank you so much, Hamza, for those kind words. And now we will be right back with our first speaker of the day.
you don't get people to believe that they can make our world a better place, you will not get the world to be a better place. I believe that the Hult Prize is changing the world.
It was 10 years ago where I was asked to come fly to Lucerne to meet Bertil Hult. And I pitched him this audacious idea that I would bring young people around the world together to think differently about how to use business as a force for good. And that idea was the Hult Prize. Here I am, this 20-something-year-old, no startup experience, no real track record, and a big idea that was designed to change the world. Sitting across the table from a billionaire who effectively could change my life. And he bet on me. He took a risk on me.
One of my friends once described Bertil as the patron saint of young entrepreneurs. The Hult Prize enables him to do that on a massive scale.
If you want people, especially young people, to do their thing, you have to let them try.
10 years later, we have taken a chance on millions of young people. That's what we do every single day. Because believing in a kid and inspiring them and changing them within is how you change the world.
I just remember us sitting there and thinking this was a transformative concept. You could actually build a for-profit business whose core objective is to eradicate some type of global issue. And that became what we all knew we were going to devote the next chapter of our lives to, win or lose the Hult Prize. And that's the beginning of Aspire.
Mohammed Ashur. I always get goosebumps when I share his story because they had this wild idea that you could use crickets to feed the world. I start thinking to myself, could this be the idea that validates the model of the Hult Prize? I won't forget it. Shabita, she was wearing this crimson dress, and she said, Aspire has found a new way to feed the world.
It's such a feeling of accomplishment and achievement.
On their way to a billion-dollar enterprise that's having a ripple effect on humanity around the world. He went to medical school to help thousands, and he leaves medical school to help millions.
Being able to truly see the real impact that the Hult Prize and we envisioned when we started the company.
If the Hult Prize was just this $1 million startup competition, it wouldn't be worth it if there was no real impact on the ground. But that's what we're having every single day.
Until I started on this journey, I could never imagine that I could make as much a difference, which I have made. Right-sizing healthcare in urban slums.
The story of Manish and NanoHealth, who've gone on to rewrite the rules of healthcare, gives you an insight as to the power of the Hult Prize. We have tens of thousands of young people from India who have joined the movement only because this one startup emerged out of India.
I don't think anybody thought this would hit such a nerve with students and grow so quickly. That's the really impressive thing.
Young people, you want to wake up and change things, shake things up, go build something great. The Hult Prize makes you believe you can.
This has never really been about our legacy. It's been about the change in thinking it creates. It makes people see things and understand the world in a different way.
At no point did we think to ourselves, it's not possible just to build like real schools for these kids. And we had a meeting with a global VP from UNICEF. He just looks at me and he's like, absolutely no way it's gonna work, right? And then I was sitting there thinking, well, maybe he's wrong.
The power of this naive optimism that you have when you're young, and that's what changes the world.
Hello everyone, I hope that you all are liking the videos and the comments that all the people that are coming here and making just like Hamza did. So now we have someone really special with us who is the head of the entrepreneurship cell, and she has supported us through everything. And now she's here to say a few kind words. So I welcome ma'am. She's Rashmika ma'am and the head of Entrepreneurship Cell.
Hello everyone. Good evening everybody. It's really a pleasure for me and a proud moment for me to host OnCampus Accelerator of a Hult Prize competition. TCI team worked hard to organize this event, and we are really happy to host this event. We have prominent judges for the event also, and I welcome all of you on behalf of Center for Entrepreneurship and Insight and I wish you best of luck and congratulations for a regional final also. And one more thing, guys, that we have just nominated under a Student Startup Innovation Policy, SSIP, under Gujarat government. And under this policy, now we are joined with Gujarat government. So now we have a good platform to promote and nurture innovation on campus. So I request and inspire everybody to think on ideation process, to think on better ideas, and to think on about entrepreneurship, right? So we have a now good ecosystem developed at our campus. So take benefit of this ecosystem and enroll for the competitions, and enroll for the pre-incubation center also. We have a pre-incubation center also, which is working offline and online both. We have virtual pre-incubation center. So under this pre-incubation center, you can always register your business idea which have some novelty with some commercial aspects. And then you can have our guidance for that. If you have a rough idea, then also you can discuss that with me. We will provide you mentoring support. We will help you to scrutiny your idea and to refine in a better way. So again, best of luck to the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those kind words. And now we will be beginning with the first thing in our finale, which is the speaker. So let me introduce you all to our speaker of the day, who is Mr. Fedi. From a young age, Fedi was socially aware and worked with ISEC for issues of art, culture, civil rights, and social action in Algeria and Turkey. He started his entrepreneurial journey as a participant at Techstars Startup Weekend, which a lot of us can relate to. Not only that, his team bagged the runners-up prize at Open Startup Tunisia, which is a national entrepreneurial competition in collaboration with Columbia Business School. He moved on to serve as a campus director for 2 years at Hult Prize and qualified locally to then represent Tunisia in the regional finals in London for 2 times in a row. He embarked his Hult Prize journey as a London Accelerator program operations intern, and in just 3 months, he became the Paris regional director. He was then promoted to Global Operations Management Associate and currently works as full-time on-campus program Asia regional manager. Now let's hear it from Mr. Fedi.
Hello everyone, this is Fedi from Hult Prize. I'm really happy to be with you. It's such a pleasure actually from the Hult Prize family to see an amazing program happening today, right now in India. And honestly speaking, Nirma University and Hamza and all the team here, they deployed such an amazing program, such an amazing events that we are proud of. And I'm happy to be with you during the final. So I wish for you all the best of luck. If you are, still didn't make your on-campus program yet, but in case you did it, in case you didn't pitch yet, make sure you are making your best to finalize the best of your potential, and also Hult Prize giving you a second chance. If you didn't make it today as a winner team, you still keep trying through our online application, which is open till December 18. Other than that, I'm Fedi from Hult Prize. I'm the regional manager for the on-campus program in Asia. And I would be happy to answer any question or to give any feedback or advice for anyone here. And thank you so much for the amazing program. I'm really happy. And thanks for the university support. Thanks for the judges who gave from their time, and they are actually giving them the chance to move to the next levels. And we are waiting to see amazing ideas and startups moving to the next stage in our regional, why not in the accelerator program and at the United Nations finals. So other than that, thank you so much and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Fedi, for those kind words. Now, moving on, we have another special person with us who is none other than Professor Anup Singh. He is an eminent academician and a thought leader. Under his leadership since 2013, Nirma University have moved from strength to strength. He did his PhD from University of Allahabad and postdoctoral fellowship from University of Michigan. He was a visiting scholar at J.L. Kellogg Graduate School of Business Administration. He was also the professor of organizational behavior at Management Development Institute, Gurugram, and professor and dean at International Management Institution, New Delhi. He was also director at Jaipuria Institute of Management, Noida, and earlier he was the director of Nirma Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. He has many publications to credit, comprising of books, research papers in international and national journals, and case studies, book chapters, and in addition to that, paper presentations at national and international levels. He is a recipient of various awards for teaching excellence. And now I would like to invite our Director General, Mr. Anup Singh. Hello, sir. The intro has been given. You may start whatever kind words you want to share.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, I'd like to compliment all the students for participating in this event. Nirma University has been a pioneer in the area of entrepreneurship. And long back, we could recognize that the future belongs to entrepreneurship and innovation. And this is why in 2005, we started Nirma Labs. and we could, incubate various companies. However, just like companies, there are difficulties before incubation center. So we had to reduce the activities of Nirma Labs. But from this year, again, we are going to start entrepreneurship and innovation activities in a big way. So I'd like to share with you that last year we started our pre-incubation center, and students started working in it. However, after some time, because of Corona, students were not attending. So we have a pre-incubation center, and then we are going to collaborate with Pankaj Bhai Shah for our tinkering lab, and he is going to provide us with the support, and Rashmika Shah is working on that. I'm also glad to share with you that very soon we are going to start our incubation center, and the government of Gujarat has sanctioned us about 15 lakhs, and we would be putting much more, because we have to put equivalent money for scholarship. In addition, we have to develop infrastructure, so that would be much more expensive. However, we are going to have our incubation center in our new building, and that's where we are also going to have our MTech programs. So the whole idea is that incubation center participants would interact with our MTech students, and they would also be very close to the library. So they would have all kind of facilities. So there is a saying in Hindi, "Der ayat durst ayat." So, you came late, but you did everything right. So that would be our approach, that compared to other institutions, our incubation, which is coming after Nirma Labs, is slightly late, but the kind of activities and facilities that we are going to create would be of very high standards. Couple of thoughts, I'd like to just share with you about life. When you are in life can be covered in two ways. One is that you can see life as a highway, or you can see life as a river, right? So highway is very well defined, is smooth, and it has its own advantages. But life as a river has its own creativity, its own struggle, and then the river, creates wealth every year. Highway does not create any wealth. People travel on it, right? But river creates so many doabas, right? And it brings so much fertile soil to all these doabas that it helps the whole nation. So similarly, what kind of attitude we have towards life? Do we want a very straight life, or do we want a life full of creativity and innovation, which also has some uncertainty? So that is one thing that you should keep in mind, that how I like to lead my life. The second thing that I want to share with you, that in life there is always some risk, right? The very fact that I am sitting here, it does not mean that there is no risk. There is some risk, right? When I am going home in my car, it is not that there is no risk. There is risk. There may be an accident. There may be any problem. So there is no point in life where there is no risk. However, risk may be, more or less. And all of us are in the business of reducing risk by developing a mental model. So if our mental model is mature, if our mental model is superior, then we are able to mitigate the risk. But if it is not, then risk is more. So don't think that, by doing certain things, you would not have risk in life, right? You can always reduce risk. So when you are thinking of innovation and entrepreneurship, that does not mean that your risk would always be high. You can reduce your risk, but there will be some risk. And the third thing that I'd like to share with you, that entrepreneurship and innovation is not an individual process. Ideas may be individual, right? But when we are implementing those ideas, when we are creating enterprise, then it is a very social process. And that's where team becomes very important. Who is in your team? And what is the level of understanding in your team, right? So you need to work on your team. There may be people who have wonderful ideas, but they are not able to implement those ideas because they don't have right kind of team, right? So you should also be equally concerned about your people skill and the team members that you are going to select. Equally important is that when you are in team, whether you like it or not, there has to be some kind of hierarchy in the team, right? There would be, some people in a team who are in leadership position. There has to be one leader. There have to be one or two persons who are second line leaders, and others are team members. So these issues of hierarchy and authority in a team should be resolved earlier. If we think that, we are a team and everybody is equal, this is not how it happens, right? And such teams suffer. And fourthly, the most important thing is that you are doing something for a person who is out there, right? Whom you can call customer, whom you can call client, right? So you need to ask that the idea that you are implementing, how useful it is for your customer or client. And around that, you develop your business model, right? If your idea is great, but it is not helping your customer or client, so what? So there is a saying, na, बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ, जैसे पेड़ खजूर और पंछी को छाया नहीं फल लगे अति दूर. So you have great idea, you have created a great organization, but what is there for the customer, right? So you need to keep customer all the time in your mind, and you need to ask a question that how I'm going to solve the problem of the customer without complicating the situation. So you need to make things simple, right? So human mind is, designed sometimes to complicate things. But as soon as you complicate, then you reduce the effectiveness of your idea. So keep that in mind, that you have to be customer focused and your solution has to be simple, which your customer can understand. And that means that, look, how do you create awareness, right? Sometimes the customer may not know his need, right? I would say that particularly in the second decade of 21st century, the kind of services which are coming, the kind of products which are coming, we don't know how they are going to help us, right? For example, let us take 3D, printing. So through 3D, we can print certain parts of the body about which we don't know how they are going to help the body, right? And the person who does that, he puts a lot of sensors and computers in it. So he has some idea, but the user does not have any idea because he never thought that, human organ and a machine would work together. So you need to create awareness among your people, right? Similarly, nowadays, mobile phone, you can use it for so many health purposes. And nobody thought that mobile phone is for health purposes, right? Because we thought that mobile phone means WhatsApp, talking, and maybe some other functions. But now mobile phone is becoming a hell of a machine. So we need to create awareness. If awareness is not there, right, then there will not be anything. And that's how there is, a very popular saying in Hindi, कि जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा, right? So if awareness is not there and you have something great, then it is not going to work. Now, once somebody has got awareness, then how that person has access, right? I know that you have got something good, but how can I have access to it easily? How simple it is for me, right? So we need to create processes which are very simple for our customer, right? So so they have awareness, they have action, and the most important thing is that there has to be action, right? So unless you create ways where people are going to act, and that means you need to know more and more about your customers and clients. You need to be continuously in touch with them. You need to motivate them, right? So once you are able to do that, then they are able to act. And the last thing that I want to share with you, that you need to create a great product or great service. You need to know your customers, but equally important is managing your money, right? Most of the enterprises fail because they are not able to manage the money, right? So you need to know where my money is going and where I can stop it, right? So you have to treat your money as personal money. Sometimes, you have your personal money. Sometimes somebody gives you money, right? And in Indian culture, unfortunately, our parents don't teach us how to spend money, how to manage money. So for some of us, money management is easy. For many of us, we don't know how to manage money. So we squander money, and as a result, we are in soup. So these are some of the things that you need to keep in mind. And most important thing is that what path you want to take in life, through which A, you are satisfied, B, you are contributing to society, and C, you are able to create an enterprise which is meaningful for you and the society. So these are some of the thoughts that I have in mind for you, and I wish you success, and I wish you a lot of achievements in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for spending your valuable time, sir. It was really motivated, and I wish all the students that they gain a lot from their seat. Thank you so much for being here, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmika ma'am and Anup sir, for those insightful words, and I'm very sure that all the participants would have found them very motivating. So now we'll move on to the next part, or the next leg of our competition, wherein we'll talk about the judging criteria, and then we'll be introducing you all to our judges. So I hope all of you have prepared all your presentations, all the participants are ready, and all the viewers are supporting their fellow friends who are here and are participating. Now we'll begin with explaining you all the judging criteria. Okay. So these are the judging criteria which you can see in front of you. So the first one is team. A team should be very diverse. A team should be inclusive of people who are coming from different backgrounds, so that they can give input which is very different and unique to the team. And they should be very committed to their startup idea, and also the team as a whole should be very impressive. The next the next factor is idea. So the startup idea that they have should be cool. It should be original and it should be innovative. And we have to make sure that it solves a specific food challenge, and it also provides a solution which is feasible to the other, feasible to the human, and feasible to which we can, take it out in real life. The next part is impact. The world is better when they make money. So the better the startup will work, the more money it will put into the economy, and larger will be the impact qualitatively and quantitatively. So now the trajectory of the customer changes for better, and clear demonstration of utilizing food for good. So these are the things which will be included in the impact factor of the scorecard. Moving on, we have traction. So what is traction? We have the progress, the prototype that they have created, if they have a product, the value that they are able to create out of it, the sales, or at least the approximated sales that they will be making, and the term sheets. These all things are included in the traction. Now, last is the factor of wow, the wow factor, which all of us are looking for, which sets all the team apart from one another. So combination of other factors, it is the wow factor should be included of all, yet it should be very unique and different. It should have a clear opportunity to raise money and gain momentum. Again, it should be feasible and it should be carried out in real life, whatever the wow factor that they have implemented in the startup idea they have. And they should be personally committed to support the cause. The cause is food for good, and everything that they have put into the idea, be it all the ideas, the thoughts that they have been thinking for the idea that they have thought, should be they should be very personally committed to each and every of the thing that they say in the presentation. They should be able to carry that out when it actually comes to following their startup idea in real life. So those were the factors on which our participants will be judged on. And I hope all of you understood the judging criteria, and all of you are excited for the presentations. And now we will be right back with the introduction of the judges. everyone. So we are back again with our judges, and now beginning with the finale, let me introduce you all to our amazing judges. First up, let me introduce you to our first judge, which is Mr. Anay Mashruwala. He has completed his MA with major subjects like entrepreneurship and marketing, and along with which he has a prestigious LLB degree and is a certified lead auditor. He has taught actively as a professor in many universities in Gujarat, and he has been awarded the title of Star Faculty Award by National Entrepreneurship Network, and is a coach to the Innovation and Incubation Center at CU. He currently holds the position of partner, head marketing, and quality control at Venus Engineering Works. We welcome you, sir. Okay. So next up, we have Mr. Jatin Kataria. He has completed his MBA from SPM PDPU, a man with tons of experience in the field of judging and moderating. He is the community leader at Startup Week in Rajkot and the acting director. He also acts as the global facilitator, and he is also the curator at TEDx and executive council at Rajkot Management Association. He is the present founder of V Group, co-founder of Parindil, and chair of Youth Affair and Media Relations at SPM. Moving on, we have Dr. Preetdeep Singh. He has graduated with majors in economics and political science. He is also the youngest person to qualify all the exams of CS, which is Company Secretary, in one sitting without any exemptions. He then went on to pursue PhD from IIM Ahmedabad and came out as a FPM gold medalist. He has been an executive at KPMG and associate vice president at EY. He was the co-founder at Wemmishaw Apperio Management and currently holds the position of AVP at Invest India. Next up, we have Rajan Matthews. So, Mr. Rajan Matthews has completed his master's in agriculture services and MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. He has acted as a head at companies like MRF, Lotus, Shaw Wallace, Hudson Agro, Merico Group, DS Group, Saguna Foods, Desai Brothers, Milk Mania, and currently acts as the chief brand mentor at Next Food and Beverage Brands. He has handled categories of dairy, processed foods, processed poultry, spices, and culinary products and bakery products. His 3 decades of experience is perfect for our finale, whose topic is food for good. I welcome all the judges. And now we will begin with the moment we have been waiting for since 6 months. Let the finale begin, and we wish best of luck to all the teams. We will be right back with our 4th team.
Hey there, we're Team Annapurna. And
Wait. Hello everyone. So we have Team 1 with us, and we can surely see that how excited they are to begin the presentation already. So we have Chitralekha Makhija, Ronnie Seth, and Natasha Telkar. So they are a trio of enthusiastic entrepreneurs who want to help people reduce their carbon footprint while serving them with tasty vegan food. Their affordable and diverse menu is what sets them apart, but they don't only provide healthy but also delicious recipes, and that is what makes the deal for them. They deliver the most delicious vegan food to your homes at prices you would absolutely love. So, Team 1, Annapurna, your time starts now.
Hey there, we're Team Annapurna, and today me and my teammate Chitralekha are going to tell you about our sustainable business idea, the Roots Ka Rasoi. It is truly your subscription to a healthy and sustainable living.
So today, a major problem in the world is that of cholesterol. To put it in perspective, high cholesterol is globally a third of the population gets cardiovascular diseases due to high cholesterol levels. And this cholesterol comes from animal byproducts and meat. Here you can see on the screen the global carbon emissions just from food if nobody in the world today goes vegan. Each dot represents 25 million tons of CO2 equivalent greenhouse gas emissions. And this is when everyone in the world goes vegan, which results in a 70% decrease.
So, what's the solution to both these problems at the same time? It's simple. Vegan food. Actually, affordable vegan food, which is more than just eating a salad. We at the Roots Ka Rasoi plan to set up cloud kitchens in our target city and provide delicious and nutritious vegan food at prices your wallet will truly love. We plan to source our produce from ZBNF farmers and use recyclable packaging. Our initial target city is Pune for two major reasons. Firstly, veganism is gaining quite the popularity in this region. And second, the majority of population in Pune consists of health-conscious individuals who opt for more healthy and organic diet, which is exactly what our business provides. A side note, the word Rutskar means tasty food in Marathi. So our consumers will be guaranteed that that's exactly what we'll serve. Though our initial operations will start in Pune, we plan to build and grow our family, our community throughout India by expanding throughout India, and providing every individual a chance to switch to a more environment-friendly and cholesterol-free diet. Now coming to our USPs. Since we're all about serving heart-friendly food, a vegan diet is the best fit for our business, as unlike animal products and meat, it contains zero cholesterol and significantly reduces your fat intake. We also plan to reduce the amount of waste generated by using compostable packaging and including menu items that require little to no cutlery. ZBNF believes in natural growth of a crop without using any pesticides and fertilizers. So by locally sourcing our produce from these farmers, we ensure that our product is environment friendly through and through. When we asked people if their food choices morally affected them, 35% said yes. That means 1/3 of the people surveyed care about the harmful effects of their food choices, making them our prime target consumers. That, along with a study conducted by Redseer, which states that the number of health-conscious individuals in India will rise to 130 million by 2022, gives us a positive estimate of our potential market size. Not only that, when we asked people in our target cities if you would avail a service which provides tasty vegan food, 55% said yes, which is again an optimistic figure for our potential consumer pool. The vegan market is growing rapidly, which is evident from the figures shown on the screen. This market has a lot of potential and opportunities, and we at the Roots Ka Rasoi plan to be an active part of it.
So we have identified 4 major target groups, which are vegans, health-conscious individuals, environmentalists, and flexitarians. We believe that these will be the very first people to access our service. However, our food is for everyone because it is a lifestyle. We have planned to reach out to all these groups through a marketing strategy, which starts with food bloggers, collaborations, word of mouth, and it goes to referral programs, awareness campaigns on veganism, along with advertising on top.
I wanted to understand that. Is it just that you will not be serving meat, that is why, or is it because of any other specific reasons you're calling it good for the planet?
Okay, so to answer that, first of all, like I mentioned, only animal products and meat have high cholesterol. So it's not good for our health in the long so non-vegetarian food is not good for our health in the long run. So vegan food is completely cholesterol free. Secondly, the carbon emissions currently are the highest by the food industry, and that is because a lot of land and resources are given out when we raise livestock, right? So by not consuming meat, we will be cutting out on the CO2 emissions by a very large number. So
any idea why there is a lot of pollution that is happening right now in the Delhi NCR area? Is it because of something that is known as a crop burning that happens in the entire northern India bush? So,
yes.
Are you aware that when people talk about rice, and that is not actually the export of rice, it is known as export of water. Are you aware about these things?
Yes, sir.
So how does that pan out? How are you good for the planet? I understand what is vegan, but I mean, when you say you are better for the planet, have you weighed on all those things to say you are better for the planet? I accept for the person, but for the planet, I have a question.
Okay, sir. So going back to my very initial slide where we talked about the problem. So these are the current CO2 emissions from the food industry, and these include what you're talking about, the crop burning, right? But if we cut if every meat eater in the world right now turns vegan, this will still result in some CO2 emissions.
Do you think that will be possible by an impact from you?
Of course, there are hurdles when you go out to make a difference. That is for sure. And we might not be able to turn every person on the planet a vegan, but we will do our best and turn the maximum people, the maximum number of people around us vegan, because it is the best vehicle for change, as we are talking about food for good. And that's why I believe that it is completely possible. There is nothing impossible in this.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we just have 2 minutes left for the question answer round. So moving on, Mr. Jatin Kataria, sir, the floor is open for question. Would you like to ask one?
No, I guess I'm comfortable if one judge is asking and then we are getting the answers, all four of us. So let the flow goes in. I'm okay with it. So let her answer what she was answering. I'm good with it.
Okay. Go ahead, Chitralekha.
I have put my case forward. So are there any other questions?
Yeah, I'm done with my questions. Please.
Yeah, team, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Arjun sir, good to go.
Yeah. The first thing is that your assumption that only non-vegetarians get cholesterol is totally wrong. Half of the vegetarians have cholesterol. Okay. Then the other observation is that your cloud kitchens is not a new concept. It's there. And because of COVID-19, cloud kitchens have caught up and it's going to be a big market in the future. These are the two major things, but have you made any profit analysis?
Just to answer the question about cholesterol, so the animal products and animal meat and animal byproducts are the ones that have the highest number of cholesterol, while any plant-based diet doesn't have cholesterol that vegetarians have is because of the dairy products that they use. Vegan product doesn't use any dairy product or animal product. I can guarantee that you will have zero cholesterol.
Correct. So the other thing was cloud kitchen today is not a new concept. It's existed. It started because of COVID-19. All restaurants have become cloud kitchens. Okay, and cloud kitchen market is going to boom in the future in the next couple of years. Okay, and my other question was: have you made any profitability analysis or profit statements? And how is your profits going to be?
Yes, sir, we have done that. And Ronnie, can you please elaborate on that?
Or maybe you can share what might be the margins that you are working for, just one number, and then you can explain.
Yeah. Well, what is your gross margins? You can just say.
So first of all, I'll talk about, we first figure out the market size go through the place where we are going to start from. From that, we figure out the how much revenue will be generating, and then we minus our expenses that are like capital investment, the raw materials.
It is understood. I guess what we are trying to understand is just the margin in your business. Do you have the clarity on the margin? That's what we want to understand.
Yeah, we are keeping the margin at 130%. So if the cost of making of one product is 70 rupees, so we are selling it around 140, excluding the tax, the GSTs and IGSTs.
We talk to the restaurant owners and what is the amount of wastage rate that they have, and if they waste stuff that they have to throw it away on a regular basis, what is that ratio? So we are expecting a total wastage of 10 to 15% of the produce that will be acquiring. So if you talk to any restaurant owner or a cloud kitchen owner, what is the benefit that is happening right now?
So I'm very sorry to interrupt, Ronnie, but because of the time constraints, we will have to move on since we have already overshooted 2 minutes. So now moving ahead, thank you so much team for the presentation. Now we will move ahead, and just in some time, we will be right back with our team too. Hello everyone. So we are back with our team 2, which is called The Incredibles. We have Nandini, Divya, Labdi, and Millie, who are the team members of this team. And the Incredibles are 4 fantastic women with diverse ideologies and a common ambition of creating a healthy and affordable impact. We are selling a product that is affordable, nutritious, and with a longer shelf life and made out of ugly produce. They make flat breads and dips that are healthy and wholesome and gives good nutritional value at a very affordable price. Also, they are reducing food waste by procuring ugly produce from the market, using it for making their product. We wish you all the luck, and your time starts now.
A very good evening to one and all present here. So let us start. Imagine you are in a supermarket and you see these 2 tomatoes side by side. Which one will you choose? Obviously, the right one. But have you ever imagined what happens to the tomato present on the left side? It gets wasted or dumped. This is not just a story of one tomato. This is the story of 1,322,000 tons of food that is wasted annually due to it being ugly produce, which is worth 4,048 crore worth of food that is wasted annually. So, in our whole world, we have a huge disparity. Due to the unhealthy eating habits of the people, there are a large number of people who are becoming obese day by day. And as you can see the statistic, there are millions of people who are malnourished today. So as it is said, the bigger the problem is, the bigger the market we get. So as you can see, in India alone, we have $77.05 billion of market, which is growing at a rate of 10.82% annually. So here we are with our product, rolls and dips, rolls that make you healthy. So you must be wondering, what are these rolls? So the people who belong to Gujarat, they must be familiar with these theplas. But the ones who are not, let me tell you. Thepla is a traditional dish of Gujarat, which is known for its amazing shelf life, amazing taste, and high nutritional value. We are trying to reinvent these theplas by procuring this ugly produce and converting it into amazing and healthy theplas and a lip-smacking dips that go along with it. So how do we do it? So the process is very simple. We procure ugly food from the local market at a very discounted rate. We do quality and testing of the procured food at the qualified standards. We convert these raw materials into rolls and dips, and we do the sustainable packaging and biodegradable packaging and sell into the market. We are also starting a donation chain where we will be donating one box of rolls and dips for every 10 box sold from our side. So this is not just an idea. From the last few months, we have tried 23 plus recipes of different rolls and different dips, and we have come out with the 3 best recipes that we have got, and we have also presented the packaging of those recipes. So these are the packaging that will be sustainable and the biodegradable at the same time. So we went out to test the nutritional value of our product. And what we found is that our product is amazingly nutritious, mainly in terms of protein and the fiber. And it is also having a shelf life of 4 days. So yeah, we have envisioned our supply chain, which goes like we procure the vegetables from local market, we do the quality assurance of the certain standards, and then we convert this ugly produce that is vegetable and fruits into amazingly tasting rolls and dips in the FSSI licensed kitchens.
Well, talking about uniqueness, we are unique because we are affordable. Nutritious and tasty, we are definitely reducing ugly food wastage, and of course with our 1:10 donation cycle. Well, talking about our ideal customer, it would be any young professional in the age of 20 to 40 years who preferably lives in Ahmedabad to start with. Well, we want to reach this very customer market with our online advertising, well, with positioning of our product via kiosks that we set up, and definitely via print media advertisement, giving a narration of a healthy and hygienic alternative to the present snacks. Talking about competition, we went out there and we saw that we have many competitors in retail industry, in local QSRs and kiosks as well. But this not just shows that we have competition, but this shows that there is a market that needs to be served as well. Talking about our unit economics, we can say that we have a gross profit of about 11.5 rupees per every plate that we are selling. Well, and our revenue streams can be from retail sales, definitely direct to consumer, QSR franchising, and definitely via kiosk franchising. Well, but this is not just an idea in our heads, as previously said. We did go out there and we did gain some validation from people who actually are the stakeholders for the same. We came into discussions and deliberations with various people to give us a green flag saying that definitely this is something that could sustain in the present market with a demand from consumers as well. We definitely had a testing done for the products that we had developed. From 16 testers that we had with our various products, roles and depths, we could say that these are some of the testimonials that are present in front of you. Going ahead, the $1 million question. We believe that we have been a participant of Hult for a reason, and the reason is that we believe in the business that we are presenting today. We believe that once we get this $1 million, we can actually make an impact, a change. And we definitely need that amount of money for setting up our QSR center, our kiosks, and having a runway, some research and development into the product, and running daily operations as well.
Sorry to interrupt you, Nandini. Last 30 seconds are left, so kindly wrap up.
All right. We definitely have some impacts in SDG, that is SDG 2, 3, 12, and 17 via various goals, that is nutritious food, reducing ugly wastage, etc. Talking about our future scale, we definitely look forward into standardizing our machinery for developing roles and depths, entering into retail markets, and even expanding our range of products to smoothies and sorbets per se. This is our mentors who have helped us come through some validation as well. And this is the lovely team that has worked and made this journey true. So thank you so much. That was all from us.
Thank you so much, team. That was an amazing presentation. Now we'll have Mr. Ranjan. The floor is open for questions, so you may go ahead and ask them.
Yeah, Team Incredibles. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Usually when you say it's a healthy food, obviously people have in mind that it is manufactured or produced from some best raw materials. Now you're going to the extreme step. Did you test this concept with anyone? Did you check with any consumers? Will they willing to buy if you say that it's from the ugly produce or leftovers?
Definitely, sir. We have been talking with various people in our surroundings, our friends and consumers, people in the age range of 20 to 40. We have been talking with a lot of people in that age range, asking them, first of all, what we need to do, we understood from that is that we need to change this thinking of people that ugly produce is just ugly cosmetically. It is still very healthy and it definitely goes through its per se quality and assurance as well, maintaining the standards that are there, as we even mentioned in the presentation. It would be quality tested and then produced. It's a healthier option to what is available out there.
And also, sir, we are trying to break this myth that ugly produce is not the rotten produce or the something that has got spoiled, but this is actually edible and having the same nutritious value as the one that is totally in a perfect shape.
Okay, but then where do you source this ugly produce? Is it from market?
It is from yes, it is from local market, that is Sabzi Mandi. We went out there, we asked that what will be the price that they are willing to give us, and we got all the information from there.
So what is the reduction in price in compared to the normal?
Yeah. So first of all, we were so happy to listen to their discount. They said we are ready to give this in 90% discount because people, they generally don't buy this and we have to either just dump it somewhere. So we said what will be if we are taking in the huge bunch or in the in stock. Then they said whatever is fine with you. So we both negotiated and finally we came up with the 80%. So they are ready to give it at 80% discount.
So basically your business model is, one is on ugly produce, raw material. The other is on giving one free for every 10 sales. Okay, that
Yes,
one
sir.
free for every 10 sales is a common method that is used by from leading companies to small companies, from P&G to so many, that they give so much percentage of the sale of the product to XYZ processes and poor people or people
Yes, sir.
in need. So there's nothing new about it. So what is it that you're going to say to the consumer that I am something new and different?
So actually, sir, what we are doing is we are not providing any. We are trying to solve this problem of hunger. So that's why we are donating that one box of frozen dip to the people, to the malnourished children, actually, so that they can actually fight this hunger problem, not just giving away a percentage.
Good. This is a good concept, but I don't know. You have to give a little more thinking into how you're going to position it and then bring it out. Okay. All
Yes,
the
sir.
best.
For that, we have made appendix. If you want to see that.
Yeah, please. I don't know whether
Nandini?
you have the time or not.
Can we do that?
Make it very quick?
Yeah, sure.
Because we are overshooting time.
All right, sure. So this is a prototype of the machine that we've been thinking about. It's in very preliminary stage of what functions we need to get done right now. Talking about the financial projections right now. The quality and assurance, which was earlier asked, that how can we get people to believe that this product is actually healthy and is also edible enough because it's made out of ugly produce. The business model that we have standing here, I think that would suffice.
Have you started any sales of this? Have you tried it out?
We definitely have tried this out right now. We haven't yet involved money into this thing, but definitely we have tried out the products that have been
So
made.
there's no commercial sales yet. That's what
No,
you're saying.
commercially we aren't yet done. We are still into the R&D phase right now. We want to make that our product
I
gets
am
better.
sorry to disturb you.
Fine. Thank you.
Nandini, but-
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now we'll be wrapping up with this team, and now we'll move on to the third team.
Okay, just one quick thing. I just want to see the slide of cost, which is 18.5. Can you just quickly go back there and then you can leave? I just want to see that.
Sure.
You need to work on your sales number a lot. We'll talk separately on this, but just a feedback.
Surely.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Now we'll be right back with the next team, which is Team 3. Hello everyone. So we are back with our next team, which is called the missing ingredient. So the team members are Bhavik Doshi, Krisha Ghetia, Mr. Mehta, and Mansi Ukani. So let us see what the team is up to. The aim for the missing ingredient is that they want to replace that missing ingredient in the routine of cancer patients and those susceptible to it by enhancing the dietary requirements. By not adapting any medicinal way of treating, they tend to bring a change in the intake of the functional food. They provide recipes based on their intensity of disease that includes proper combination of functional food which are known to starve cancer cells to death. So we wish you all the best and your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Krisha Ghetia, along with Bhavik Doshi. It is said that the food we eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. This is something that I have personally experienced as my grandmother, Miss Nirma Patel, was affected by breast cancer. We generally tend to resort to drugs or pills, but forget one main important thing, that is having proper food. In recent decade, we say that cancer has been increased very drastically. The main cause of this is being consumption of processed food and deteriorating lifestyle of people. Here, through my grandmother, the problem I have tried to identify is how we can use food to starve the cancer cells to death. Here, we propose to use functional foods which increase the nutritional value very high than the normal nutrients value of other foods. As a solution to this, we plan to launch a mobile application wherein we could help those people who are affected by cancer and also those who are vulnerable to cancer. We are going to provide them with recipes which can be made using functional food, and also we are going to share the proper amount of that raw material to be used in each kind of combination we share. Today, we see drastic change in cancer patients. This we find out is that 1 in 6 deaths is due to cancer. 1 in 9 people is susceptible to cancer. Also, 1 in 3 cancer patients is from India. It is said that by 2025, newly registered yearly cases of cancer in India will increase to 15.7 lakh. And this is the target audience we plan to reach and make an impact on. How we are different from others is that we personally evaluate intensity of patient's disease and body physiology, and then we provide them with the recipes which they can make using the food, which often provides health benefits which are extra than the normal nutritional value. The ingredients here used can be available in majority of households. What will create our stagnant place in market is providing a meal plan that is affordable and healthy. People being unaware about benefits of functional food is where we need to work on. However, the opportunities which we can get is in increasing number of cancer patients and also increasing awareness of nutritious food intake. Major threats is by peers who could share recipes, but they can also adverse these recipes to other people as everyone's body physiology is different. And also there are few companies that could provide competition to us, but just that they are not much specified.
But first, how would we make sure that our idea is really welcome? For that, we had conversation with around 30 people who are either cancer patients or decision makers of the family of cancer patients and students from microbiology. So what we observed is that a majority of them focused on food habit change only when a doctor suggested. They didn't even know that food can help in reducing intensity of cancer. And they're ready to avail any cure that includes food irrespective. for which we had the guidance of Dr. Rajesh Sanja, MD, who had guided us towards all our research on functional food. However, to sustain, we plan to bring in subscription-based premium model on our application, which would charge users on a quarterly basis. We will also have listing revenues and cloud kitchen in metro cities for those who can't make one. Also, to make sure that our marketing strategy, we reach to our potential customers, there are two major challenges that we've identified. One, that cancer is a sensitive issue. And second, we have proposed a solution that brings in change in the food lifestyle of somebody. So apart from other strategies, the major two strategies that we've identified is one, awareness campaign, which includes imparting knowledge about functional food among people. And second is to ensure its authenticity across the nation by collaborating with NGOs, research bodies. Also through customer engagement, we would be building up communities through cancer support groups and connecting all the cancer patients across the globe to provide an in-app experience. Also through social media, we would be imparting benefits regarding functional food. So to make sure that we have a smooth process, how it goes like is that a major part of our cycle would include research and development on the meals and charts, since it varies from person to person, intensity of disease to the type of cancer, which would also include approval and collaboration with regulatory authorities. Apart from that, we also have in-house consultants and back-end team that will make sure that we provide accurate in-app experience for cancer patients such as Miss Nirma or anybody else, irrespective of their age, conveniently. So in the beginning, we would be on WhatsApp and supervise how our model goes like, and then we would be moving towards our application that would provide all these services, including providing a diet chart in prior and information regarding the ingredients that they'll have to use. In future, we plan to scale up more comprehensive plans for these cancer patients. As we know, for overall development, treatment of mental health issues is also required, which would be cured through food that we make sure, and even through cloud kitchens that we plan to bring up, and focus on major other diseases that could merely be cured just with the help of functional food. So,
sorry to disturb, Bhavik, but only 30 seconds are left. Can you wrap up?
Okay, great, yeah. So we are the team missing ingredient, and we plan to bring up a change in the lives of cancer patients such as Miss Nirma or anybody else in that case, and to replace that missing ingredient in their lives and change their lives. So this is our team, and we belong to various backgrounds so that we ensure that we provide the best solution to these patients. So Nishchal and Mansi will work on the back end with us, and Krisha and Bhavik Doshi. Thank you.
Chaitashi, should I stop sharing?
Yeah, you may. So now, thank you so much for such a great presentation, team. And now the floor is open for questions. So now I'd like to invite Mr. Jatin to go ahead with his question.
Can you just give me one example where you have dealt with a cancer patient and what was the problem in context of cancer? What you guys have discussed? Have you analyzed and came up with a diet plan, and what exactly you suggested them to eat and how they are eating it?
Sir, I would like to answer that question. We have not yet got any patient as such, but my grandmother, and also there is one uncle in my family who had intestinal cancer. So there were 2 cases of cancer in my family only. And I have seen that when they were taking proper food, at that time their health increased drastically. And as my uncle was having intestinal cancer, so he was not able to take some of the food, and so his health was deteriorating. So as I have seen this and I'm studying cancer biology, so I came to know that there are various foods which we can use for this method, and then we can make a recipe from this according to the specific person's body physiology. And I will not be able to tell you the recipe, as the recipe which we are going to make is personalized from that person to another person. Like if one person needs more amount of almonds, then second person will need more amount of
It's a very customized thing that you're trying to do. My second question is, what will be the format? I mean, it will be in the liquid form, it will be in the semi-solid, it will be the solid. What is your observation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If a person is having prostate cancer or breast cancer or cancer which is not related to their gut area, then we are planning to give them this solid food along with the liquid food, for which I have a rough recipe idea, which is means I have made at my home, and I'm telling you, it is multigrain cookies along with the millet juice. So this millet juice will help in curing the cancer, and multigrain is helpful in maintaining our body, maintaining other disease.
I understand. Quick question, last one, then I'll pass it to other jury. Have you checked that you need to take any licenses before you feed them something which is created by you guys? Which medically should not creating a problem with them? What kind of licenses that you think that are involved in line to giving the approval to the cancer patient?
Sir, right now we know only FDA is there which works with this. As we have seen, there is a journal regarding whole functional food only, and therein they are mentioning that this foods are FDA approved. So what happens is that when we are making recipes, at that time we have to check that these recipes are not causing any harm to the patient. Yeah.
I understand.
One thing which we need to work on R&D.
We can open to any other jury if you want to go for questions. Feel free.
Any other juries? Do you have any questions?
Not a question, just a comment.
Yes,
I think your problem statement is very, very strong. Your proposed solution is also something that does not have a lot of downside, right? So when you pitch this idea, I think you can just start with, this is what our product is. You don't need to tell people that cancer is a problem. Everybody understands that bit. So you can, get to the point about, this is my solution. This is how I'm going to beat it. This is going to be my model. Okay. And you need to work much, much harder on the model bit. कि ये जाएगा कैसे? अगर आपने 10 आइटम बना दिए और 6 लोगों को कैंसर है, तो आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल तभी चलेगा जब वो आपस में शेयर नहीं कर सकते. Right. So either it has to be very customized, for which you probably need blood samples and you get into the whole medical domain. Right?
Yes, sir.
If it is generic, then your offering can actually be the cloud kitchen. क्योंकि कैंसर पेशेंट को खाने के अलावा भी बहुत केयर चाहिए, तो उसके केयर गिवर्स क्या खाने पे इतना ध्यान दे पाएंगे, राइट? सो जस्ट ट्राई टू सी व्हाट योर एग्जैक्ट प्रोपोजिशन माइट बी.
Okay. Sir, I would like to add one thing in it. Right now, I'm doing my somewhat research work is on this only. That is my dissertation project, and we are also planning to start a community wherein, like you said, we are going to make people understand that if they are sharing any recipes with other, then how adverse effect they can get on other people also. So that is our next plan on this.
Okay, thank you so much, Krisha. Now, thank you so much. That was a great presentation. And we are done with the question answer round now. And we will move on to the next team. So we'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
A very hearty evening to respected jury
So
members
here,
today.
just a second. So as we can see, the team is really excited to start the presentation. So these are the team's success berry. So we have Khushi Jain, Amisha, Ramit and Ashi as the team members, and they are here to present their product, and they are a success. They are the success berry, and they have come up with a jaw-dropping idea to change the home food experience. They'll be providing a platform for the homemakers to stand on their own feet and also localizing the nutritious food service. They will be bridging the gap between those who are passionate about food and really want to showcase that, and those who are really feeling homesick and craving the food. So good luck to all of you, and your time starts now.
Okay, thank you. A very hearty evening to respected jury members. Today, our team, Success Berry, is all set to present you a revolutionary idea to feed the bellies of 3 million people. Being new to the city, it was really tough to us to decide where we are going to stay, how our food is going to be, whether we'll be having the same goodies or not. But all these questions gave me an answer to how to create a revolution. In today's time, starvation, low-graded lifestyle, and unemployment are serious issues. Presently, whole world is stressing to fight with these anti-social elements. Thus, to fulfill the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and to solve these problems, we have come up with a marvelous and revolutionary steps. We are going to design an application that will create self-employment opportunity. We must bring all the super cooks into the spotlight, helping them to provide exciting home food to the hungry audience.
Our USP. Our home chef will be onboarded after satisfying all the bullet points of 15 checkpoint list, which will include sanitization, ingredients used, etc. Our food will be free of preservatives and zero adulterated, and will also provide standardized packaging of food. Our CSR approach, that the commission of our every 10th order is donated for a needy. Hence, your single order can be others' one-time meal too. Also, under homage label, we will be providing famous local and regional dishes like thepla, papad, morocco, etc. How we are different from our competitors? Our utmost effort is to provide all services. We will be hedging our working and providing limitless scale of opportunities. We will be providing B2B service like catering for kiddie parties, birthday parties, etc. Various FMCG product under homage label and our vision to feed the empty bellies. We will be providing nutritionist, come health and safety expert, which will be on paid to audit and to check hygiene and safety protocol. Thus, you will get all the above factor under one platform with ease and convenience.
Strongly positioned to disrupt and create a large profitable key drivers. Our business will be fewer asset oriented. We will be more precise while choosing our assets. We'll make sure that we are thoroughly inspected and ensure all the main points of the SOPs are followed. We'll be hiring health expert and dietitian to set the scene on health and hygiene standard. We'll bring all the experience and talented home chef under one roof, under one brand, where they can easily showcase their skill and delight others too. We have come up with an astonishing idea. In this plan, our commission of every 10th order from a home chef will be donated to the needy. Hence, this way, one order from a customer can provide a meal to the needy too.
Operational process. So here is a synchronized working process of our business. So, respected jury members, please have a look at it. Coming to the market size, we are straightly going to target the market of 3,37,500 crore rupees, which will specifically include busy professionals, companies, and the employers which want to outsource their food service, hostelites, and the people feeling homesick, and the people who want substitute of their made edibles. Our go-to-market strategy, our plan is to utilize the inside and outside resources, which are divided into 3 segments. First, demand generation, which will play a vital role in developing a brand name. It will be done both through digital marketing and through on-ground marketing. Second, sell and cross-sell. Here, cross-sell means how we can sell furthermore items to our existing customers and also try to increase our sales through customer loyalty and mouth marketing. We will also have a support and retention system to maintain after-sales relation with our customers.
Revenue structure. Here are the main streams of revenue. We will be charging certain commission for about 10 to 25% from a home chef and delivery charges from a customer, which will be specifically depend upon the type of order and distance traveled respectively. For future perspective, we are also planning to switch to electric vehicle model. A home chef can advertise themselves through our portal to make their unique identity and to be preferred chef. For that, they have to pay some amount to us. We will be also providing bulk order services for special occasions like kitty party, birthday parties, etc. Companies and employers who want to outsource their food facility for the sake of their employees' well-being can also contact us. Beside all this, we will be also providing certain packed product, FMCG product under homage brand label. So this is a well-rounded and hedged revenue model. Moving forward, fund allocation. We will be allocating 40% of our fund in marketing and sales. Since being new to the market, our initial initiative will be brand building. Since maximum of our work will be technological oriented, which takes about 30 to 15%, we will create a portal which will be user-friendly. Like even a 60-year-old granny can use it conveniently. Further, personal management. Partners are the main backbone of our organization. From delivery boy to inspection team, we will make them efficient working, henceforth taking 15% of the fund. Every business main motive is to grow and expand. Thus, to bring this into the picture, we will be making certain provisions for the same. At last, I would like to say that with this base model, our laborious team, consisting of Ramit Bhanawat, Khushi Jain, Ashi Maheshwari, and me, Amisha Pateria, are all set to create a revolution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a great presentation. And now the floor is open for questions. So I would like to invite Dr. Preet to begin the question answer round. Dr. Preet, am I audible? Okay, we'll call Mr. Anand.
Hi, team. Are you aware about a company that is known as Hobby Cook? And the reasons why did they stop the operations?
No, sir.
Okay, so the problem that is again based out of Ahmedabad, and Neil is a very good friend of mine. Just check them out. They try to do stuff that is very similar to what you have been up to. They used to call them home chefs, and every mom has every lady at the home has this very unique dish that they make, and they wanted to curate it and create an experience that is very interesting. But the scalability of the problem was very difficult to achieve. And seriously, one more thing I wanted to tell you is that donating one dish out of every 10 is not going to be creating a big impact and change, so to say. So anything that in defense we wanted to talk about in any of these two things?
Can I come in?
Yeah, you may go ahead, Ramit.
Yeah, this concept is very prevalent among home caterers. But if you could become the Uber of home caterers, then you have a lot of potential. You'll have to modify your whole concept, make it as a Uber of home cook, home chefs. Then the potential, your concept is very different, because this, what you have suggested is there already. Home caterers are there. They are only, today your Zomato and all these home delivery people are using them, but you can use create a Uber of home chefs or home caterers. Okay, that's my only comment I have.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to understand at what stage you guys are. I mean, what kind of experiments that we did? What is the traction? Is there anything that is going on? What is the validation? If you can give some light on it, it will be great.
On I'm so sorry, sir. I must be having some technical issue. Can you, I can't able to hear you properly. Can you say once again? So sorry, sir.
No, I'm asking that what is the stage right now? What are you guys are doing? Are you in the market? Have you did the trials? What people are saying? What is the traction? What is the feedback? What is the validation? If you can bring in something in line with that, it will be great.
Okay. So we have tried to talk to a few ladies or aunties who are actually interested in doing such kind of businesses. We have asked whether, like, what type of, what duration or what time they would like to spend for the same. And also many hostels, and being like new to the city, we also expect to get the goodies of the home food. So we have just kind of surveyed a few things regarding the
Yeah, I'm good. Anybody have a question? Go for it.
Also, Ramit, as Anay sir had mentioned, if you have anything in your defense, do point it out.
No.
Okay, fine. So, judges, can we move ahead? Are there any other questions? Okay. So now, thank you so much, team, for the presentation. And now we'll be right back with our next team. Hello,
Good evening,
everyone.
everyone.
So, as I wanted to introduce you all first. So, first of all, this is Team Agrofrost, and we have with us Dimple Dillon, Rushal Agrawal, and Parth Amol. So, their team is called Agrofrost, and they are three passionate college students working on food preservation solution, thriving to make a difference and an unexpected change in country. They, via their refer model, are aiming to bring upside down change in the farming industry. They want to engineer the micro cold storage units using refer and solar panels. So let us hear it from them. Good luck, people. Your time starts now.
Thank you, Chidashi. A very good evening, everyone. This is Team Agrofrost, and we are here with the tagline Combating Hunger with Innovation. All right, so what's exactly the problem that we are targeting upon? So now, the stat suggests around 35% of the total fruits and vegetables produced annually goes to rot because of the lack of proper storing and preserving facilities. Now, the current cold chain system in our country is facing severe limitations. Now, due to which, what exactly happens is farmers divert their products to rotting and not go for preservation facilities because preserving would come up with even higher loss-making process to their end. Now, the question rises, what exactly we have to solve this problem? So here is the solution.
What we have is reefer containers. Now, we basically plan on enabling farmers to have their own small micro cold storage units. So we are basically bringing the cold storage to the farmers instead of taking the farmers to the cold storage. These reefer containers are basically shipping containers that are used. So we'll be using used reefer containers that were previously used in shipping and use them for storing fruits and vegetables and all the crops that are there with the farmers. Now, this comes with a number of benefits that we will be talking about later. Before that, we will be powering them with solar panels other than the conventional sources, and the regular servicing and maintenance will be provided by us.
Now the question arises, what is the problem with the current cold chain systems? So very firstly, it's very much high capex industry. Now, since it takes into consideration cold room setting up charges, transportation, then again it's various arrangements. Now this requires a huge infrastructure support, and this is the reason why MNCs have not invested into this very sector. Secondly, it's very much geographical and accessible since it's not spread all across the country, and hence the farmers could not avail themselves with the benefit of this cold storage unit. Thirdly, it's very much inflexible since it can only store a single kind of crop and it's not open to diversified and variety of crops. Now, this is the major drawback. Fourthly, it's very much expensive, majorly on the part of small and medium scale farmers who form the major chunk of the farming industry. Now, to bear the rental charges of the current cold chain system goes extremely unbearable on their parts. Now, what are the unique advantages of our model to this? So here are these.
Unique advantages of our model are, firstly, it is very accessible as it can be set up anywhere. Most important, reefer can be programmed for humidity and temperature, as well as it generates an electronic log which shows you the data of humidity and temperature. Mostly the cold storages in India use a direct current compressor, while we with the reefer use an AC compressor so that the already existing infrastructure can be utilized. The solar panels also provide an additional power source for the machinery, such as submersible pumps and threshers, and the solar panel power production can be used to power 2 homes per day. Its power of 50 kilowatt hour. It is a very easy to use and maintain this equipment, as it does not require any expertise, and hence even the farmers can use this.
Now, adding on to the advantages, since reefer model would enable more volume of produce in the market, now this would lead the market production to go on high rise. This would lead the prices to go down. And now, since more volume of business would be induced and encouraged in the market, so this would lead the profits go even higher, and the revenue generation of the farmers would also take it on the higher front. This is something which would attract the investors and investment into the food industry, and hence would come out as a boom to the agriculture sector. Now we talk about the example of the humble potato, talking the financials of our model in the same.
So the following contains first-hand data that we have obtained from suppliers as well as farmers, using which we have worked out the financials. would like to emphasize on the fact that this does not include the opportunity cost for not being able to provide variety, as well as the subsidies that will be provided under schemes, which will vary from district to district and under schemes which also come under the state. As we have worked out the financials, you can see that that agrofrost reefer alternative is actually much more economical, the much better return on investment. So through the model of the humble potato, we have explained how our financials are better worked out and are more economical for farmers.
Now, we have this common requirement facility. Now, this would ensure that the temperature and humidity is controlled for all the featuring products. Now, for example, we can use and we can store apple and onion together. We can store sweet potatoes and tomatoes together. Now, along with this, we can even have bifurcations and partitions and horizons in the same reefer model. Now, this would enable huge variety of perishable goods to be stored in a single reefer model. Now, the question arises, how would we be reaching the market? So here is the market strategy.
For the market strategies, we are looking at targeting self-help groups and farmers who are facing the rot problem. For this, we have identified the vegetable belts of Karnal and Hoshangabad as our primary target, and the 19,985 SHGs of UP, Haryana, and whom we have connected directly, and we are aiming to provide a functional and authentic model with your support to prove our efficacy for the same. Our later potential markets include fishermen as well as poultry farms.
I would like to just give a reminder here that you have just 30 seconds left, so kindly wrap up.
It's done. So story so far is that we have obtained price quotes from suppliers of panels and solar panels and have spoken first-hand to self-help groups and farmers with our idea. Now we have also conducted some research into government schemes and worked almost a complete prototype we have worked out of our first reefer in the market. So we have done all our homework and all our research. We are really passionate about bringing a change. So we really look forward to your support. This is our
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, team. That was a wonderful presentation. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Ranjan to go ahead with the question answer round. Mr. Ranjan.
Hi, Team Agrofrost. Now, do you know what is the average holding size of a farmer in India? Take in Punjab or in rest of the country? In Punjab itself, it's
5 acres.
Huh? How much?
To 1.5 acres.
Correct. So if an average holding is that much, do you think a farmer can invest 3.5 lakh into this and go around getting the NABARD benefits and other benefits?
So that is exactly targeting self-help that the financial burden single individual is greatly reduced, and also alongside this we aim to make them avail the different subsidies which are already being provided and will continue to be provided. So to minimize the financial load on them, single time financial load, have worked out quite a few financials and quite a few schemes that we use.
Okay. Now, have you discussed this model with anyone, anything else which is presently available in the market?
So what is actually unique about our storage, other than the fact that it is widely accessible and it can be set up in every nook and corner of the country, is and it is actually the reefers that are used in shipping are very high quality reefers in the sense that they are theft, they are racked. And they actually, as I mentioned, have an electronic log and are much more insulated than what any existing cold storage provides. So as far as the construction goes, we have spoken experts in the field of reefers as well as agriculture management, as well as customer reach. As far as customer reach goes, we have spoken to farmers as well as self-help groups about this.
Okay. And have you worked out any benefit analysis for the farmer who invests into this?
Sir, we projected the financials in the slide where we example of the humble potato. Yes, sir, this one. And in that also we have several alternatives, but since this product is custom built as per each SDGs and farmers' requirements. So overall, the ability, but we have considered the bare minimum. Haven't utilized opportunity.
What is the cost you've taken for the storage of potatoes per quintal?
That per quintal 250. I personally spoke to some farmers from the potato belt of Uttar Pradesh. They themselves told me that.
Which part of Uttar Pradesh? Which part of Uttar Pradesh?
Sir, central and southern part of Uttar Pradesh.
No, the main potato belt in UP is Hapur. Okay, if you go to Hapur, you will find the cold storages there. The cold storage start very less than what you have taken into consideration. Okay, that's just an observation for you. Okay, right. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a quick one question. There are many companies that are operating into solar-based container cold storage since, I guess, 3-4 years, if I'm not wrong. What is that we are doing in line to competing with them? Do you know this kind of company is existing? Question.
Current funds actually haven't. You were saying the potato belt. From our analysis and research, we have found that UP's potato belt is actually in Agra. We have spoken to several people from there. The part where companies, our concept, haven't found any near competitors for this unique idea.
So solar-based cold storage container is pretty old thing. There are many companies in India which is doing it since long, doing good traction, doing good business as well. That is what I just wanted to convey, and I just wanted to know if we are what we are doing differently, so then people will come and buy from us. That is what I wanted to know. That's it.
So they are using DC compressors. They are using AC compressors, which is more than a power-friendly alternative. It actually utilizes the already existing power infrastructure present all across the country as well as across the globe. So that is how we are in using the solar paneling.
So, Parth, that is exactly what Jatin is saying, that there are solar container-based chains of cold storages nationally. There are national players in the place. Just need to have the market research done a little better. That's the only request. That is what he's Jatin is saying.
Surely, sir.
And maybe last question, at what stage you are right now? Are you already selling it to anybody? You are making a prototype? It's just in POC? I mean...
Sir, we have almost worked out it. And just looking forward to raising the funds. Then we have a prototype worked out where we get the money and we will invest into making the prototype. We also have
So do you have any commitment from anybody that they want to buy it? Did anybody give you advance? Just wanted to know. I'm just curious.
So we actually talked to a couple of self-help groups in Manpuri, Uttar Pradesh, and there it is a group of 20 people in an SFG, and the cost that we conveyed to them was 5 lakhs. So when that's divided by 20 people, that's come to 25,000 rupees. So they agreed to pay 2,000 rupees per month per person. So that becomes very affordable for them, even despite this being an investment of 5 lakh rupees.
Sir, we also looked up for the financials, like for the investment purpose. If someone wishes to take loans for the cold storage facility, then we can even approach the banks. Like, for example, the Gujarat Agro Service, like agro banks in Gujarat, they provide around 3 to 4% levy if we take loan for the cold storage purposes. Now, along with this, we even have subsidies of NABARD and MIDH. Now, NABARD is
I get it. The point is, the only point that we are saying is that I just had a quick search on IndiaMart, and you will find at least 10 to 15 people already making it. So what exactly new you are doing is what the question really is.
Let me add here. You just check on Ecozen Solutions, which is based out of Pune. They are into the similar thing. They provide small cubicle-based, reefer-based storages for farmers. Just check. It is the same thing.
Actually, in our previous pitch also, our judges told us about Ecozen. We did look them. The unique thing about the reefers, about the shipping reefers, those are not being used. As I emphasized previously, that they have more insulation, they are theft-proof and RAM. They use AC powering, and more than that, actually, they are programmable also. Some versions are there where
they use solar. They use same thing. They use solar power. They use small compact sized storages. Just check that. Okay, I leave it to you. Right.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And that was a great presentation. I hope you all took the questions and all the points that all the judges had suggested. Now we'll be moving on and we'll be right back with our last team of the day. Hello everyone, we are back with our last team, which is Whisk Factor. And the team has 4 women, Anjali, Lisha, Mansi and Eksha Nasha. So they are a team of budding young minds, ever ready to tackle obstacles and innovate their learning process through new things and evolving. They have approached the problem with a practical mindset in order to provide the best and the most appropriate solutions. They are creating a balance between healthy food consumption and food wastage by providing a blend of nutrients, taste and care-free service. So let's hear it from them. Your time starts now.
So when we asked people what is stopping them from eating healthy, we got a lot of mixed answers. Swasti said that she cannot think that pizza can be healthy and tasty at the same time, and if it does, she would surely buy it. Millie lives away from home and thinks that cooking healthy is just too much work. She is ready to buy healthy food even at high prices. Emily is a malnourished girl who does not have the money nor the access to healthy food.
Thus, we identified a twofold problem. People want to lead healthier lives, but they are not willing to give up their liking for junk food. Secondly, on one hand, there is massive food wastage, while on the other, some people don't have enough food to eat.
But with every problem comes a solution. So we team Whisk Factor present to you Heal Thy, a healthy food restaurant with the relevant tagline, Heal Your Health. Using low-calorie substitutes, we will be providing the solution for nutrition as well as focusing on the problems of women employment and food wastage. Our target customer base will be the middle class as well as upper class people.
We have decided to open our first restaurant at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Now you must be wondering why Ahmedabad. Covering 0.6% population of India, Ahmedabad is the 5th most populated city. Out of which the post population of Ahmedabad, which is the 10% of the total, resides in the new western region. Also, Ahmedabad has quite a good number of renowned companies, colleges and hospitals, which gives us a good customer base.
So let me introduce you to our star player, the customized dabba. According to the nutrient requirements as well as the daily lifestyle needs of people, we will be offering 4 types of customized meal boxes catering to different customer groups.
The first one being doctor's advice. This is your everyday health buddy for people who are suffering from various ailments and wish to recover fast while satisfying their taste buds. Heal Thy presents a perfect combination of health and enjoyment. This dabba will be curated keeping in mind your health condition and the nutrient requirements of your body. A head chef and a dedicated nutritionist very carefully will create this dabba keeping in mind your health condition.
The menu is as displayed. The second dabba is Powerhouse. This is your gym partner. For all those fitness fanatics who are calorie conscious but are craving their favorite dishes, Heal Thy presents to you the Powerhouse. This product is a perfect amalgamation of protein, health, and snack. This will be curated according to the needs of people who have working out as their habit.
Next, we have the full meal box. It will be a daily lunch or dinner meal box pertaining to the working class people as well as the students, so that they get healthier substitutes even in their busy schedules. It will be a perfect combination of homely food and general nutrition at great prices and assured quality.
Have you ever felt the sudden urge to eat your favorite junk food, but when are overcome by the guilt of calories? Then innocent pleasure is the solution. The choice of dish will be yours and the duty of making it healthy will be ours. Some of the exciting alternatives that we are offering are Koliza, which is an healthier alternative for pizza, spinasta, veggie fries, banana pancakes, and much more. Your mouth is already watering, isn't it? These are the packaging examples that we will be using. In addition to these, we will also be giving a daisy flower, which is the symbol of get well soon. On the screen are the different customer target segments that we are targeting, as well as the selling price of every dabba.
On the screen, you can see a comparative analysis of our competitors. Thank God it's healthy and Nutribox. You can clearly see the advantages we have over our competitors. Next up is our idea of Scavenge Saturday. It will be a mini event series dealing with the problem of food wastage. Twice in a month, people will be bringing vegetable and fruit ruffages to us, which will be converted into manures and sold to the farmers at cheap rates, thus providing mutual benefits. The leftover food will also be distributed amongst the needy. But what's in it for the people? We will be providing them with incentives and discounts as per the quality and the quantity of their food.
Coming to our community, for the cause of women employment, we will be focusing majorly on empowering women who are already active in the food industry, even at a small scale, providing them with the recognition which they deserve. We will have an all-women staff, and on the screen is the organizational hierarchy that will be operating on the ground level.
Next up is our supply chain. We will be procuring fresh fruits and vegetables from Kalupur market and other grocery from Madhupura market in Ahmedabad itself. Following this, as per the orders given by our customers, we will be customizing the food, packaging it in safe and hygienic containers and delivering it in the form of dine-in, takeaway and home delivery. Next up, on the screen you can see a rough forecast of our financial statements for a year.
Marketing is one of the most important keys to success for a venture. So here are some of the promotional strategies that we have taken out for our venture. One of the prominent ones is Talent Factor, which will be a competition in which people will bring out their inner chef through their unique and innovative recipes. The recipe of the winning participant will be featured in the menu of Heal Thy with full credits and royalties.
Some of our scaling strategies include launching a subscription service once we gain a loyal customer base. Also, we have in mind Heal Thy on Wheels, which are basically food trucks which will help us expand at national and global levels.
Just a friendly reminder that just 30 seconds are left. So kindly wrap up.
Yeah, so this is the team behind the entire idea. We thank you for providing us with this wonderful opportunity. This is Team Risk Factor signing off.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was a lovely presentation. Now, the question answer round begins, and I'd like to invite Dr. Preet to go ahead and ask them the question.
Cool. Thank you, Chitra. Great presentation, Anjali, Eksha. I'll just tell you honestly what I thought. This is a decent idea. You seem to be very enthusiastic about it. Okay. And trust me, any day, decent idea with an Enthu team will beat a great idea with an average team. Any day. Okay. I don't know if you guys actually plan to do this or not. I would definitely want you to do this. And you'd be surprised if people with enthusiasm come up with a simple idea. दो तीन चीजें जिसपे मुझे लगा just some feedback, okay? So one, you have focused a fair bit on how we will engage with our customers. ठीक है, that is marketing. ठीक है, shouldn't that be like Lisha's job? But okay, ठीक है. Or when you're presenting your idea, this should be just one slide. ठीक है, इतना ज्यादा मत सोचो. मैकडोनल्ड्स तुम्हारे लिए क्या करता है? सिर्फ एक रोनाल्ड मैकडोनल्ड को बेंच पे बिठाता है ना, तुम जाते हो ना फिर भी. तो कस्टमर एंगेजमेंट को ना प्रायोरिटी रखो. ठीक है, तुम लोग का मेन जो चीजें थी वो काफी अच्छी थी, यू गेट हेल्दी फूड, गिल्ट फ्री फूड एंड ऑल दैट. ठीक है. सेकंड, वुड बी वेरी सरप्राइज्ड अगर तुम्हारा यूनिट इकोनॉमिक्स जो तुमने अभी प्राइसेस दिखाए उस पर बैठ रहा है. 79 पे गिल्ट फ्री और 199 पे हॉस्टलर्स को गिल्ट फ्री बैठ रहा है. I doubt that, but that is because your reference pricing right now was 120 or something for NutrioBox. NutrioBox is costlier. ठीक है. So be slightly more realistic with the numbers. ठीक है. It is okay if you don't $10 billion in the first 3 years. ठीक है. खाने का बिजनेस अगर तुम रेगुलर रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस देखो ना तो ब्रेक इवन करना इज रिलेटिवली इजी. ठीक है. बट बी मोर रियलिस्टिक विद योर नंबर्स. ये चीज आपका वे फॉरवर्ड ना काफी ज्यादा फॉरवर्ड था, राइट? और so try to have smaller milestones. You are telling me in 2020 that by 2030 you will have 10 million customers. ठीक है. इस साल के स्टार्ट में आप मुझे अगर ये बोल देते ना कि आई एम नॉट श्योर 2020 पूरा निकलेगा या नहीं, मुझे तो अभी भी नहीं पता है. ठीक है. सो इतना लंबा अपन सोचते हैं ना, सो वी आर डेफिनेटली मिसिंग आउट ऑन अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. 2023 में हेल्थ हील ऑन व्हील्स आएगा, राइट? 3 साल, मतलब 3 साल बाद आएगा, तो या तो यू आर नॉट अग्रेसिव इनफ और यू हैवंट थॉट दिस थ्रू. ठीक है. Try to, बोलो ना अंजलि, बोलो.
Sir, actually, the 10 million thing that we have written, it is for the people whose lives we will influence. It's not just about the customers. Yeah, it is including the people who we will provide food to, and yeah, etc.
Sure, lives you will touch on all that. ठीक है. Don't let anybody tell you कि ये आइडिया अच्छा नहीं है क्योंकि इसमें इनोवेशन नहीं है. ठीक है. Swiggy or Zomato have very limited innovation. We always have menus at home that home delivered, right? So don't be bogged down by that, but be as enthusiastic even when things don't go this well. That's that. Yeah. Yeah, team risk factor.
I mean, I beg to totally what Preet sir said to you guys, so there is no doubt about it. I'm just curious when I read that gym freak people in menu, you have pizza. So I want to know that what exactly you are doing. I'm really curious to understand that part of it.
So
that customer in Jatin.
So sir, I think that was our entire plan to get your ears up. So basically, we have made Coliza, and what it basically means is that the crust will be of cauliflower. We will be adding material into it, and we will make a good crust. Like the main problem of people when eating pizza is maida बहुत है, cholesterol बढ़ जाएगा, and stuff like that. And what we saw was that gym people are often told, like when they need a kind of a treat or something, they are told to eat cauliflower scissored. So that is what we had in our mind when we took out this recipe for Coliza.
I'm not going much into the technicality of gym people and a food lover, but just if you have cracked delicious dishes into a healthy dishes in any format, restaurant starting and running it will be a slow growth. You should figure out, I'm not giving answers, but I'm just putting a point. You should figure out something which can make this dishes to reach on the mass scale and which can help you to make more money rather than just opening a restaurant and running the restaurant.
Truly, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, team, what you have presented is just what a clinical dietitian recommends to a diabetic patient or a heart patient or anything. So what diet they prescribe is, today, diabetes and all are can be recovered by a diet only, by food only. Okay, that's the best treatment that one can. Going one step further, I don't know whether you heard a term called nutrigenic diet, wherein every person's DNA is typical, which predicts what DNA they have and what type of problems that they will face later. So hence, a diet is formulated, they eat a diet from the beginning, which is very suitable for them alone. So it's very individual specific diet. That's the future. Okay, so yes, you are going into the future, but how you develop it is left to you. Right, all the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, team, for this lovely presentation. Now, all the teams have completed their presentation, and we will be right back in some minutes with the results, so stay tuned.
I'm here today to give you guys a few tips about how to create the winning Hult Prize startup. So while many of you might think that you're on track or that you have an idea, I want you to forget everything you know. The reason we launch thematic challenges at Hult Prize every single year is not to get an incremental change startup. We're looking for a radical, disruptive, innovative company that can actually change the world. So the first thing I want you guys to do is think about radical ways specific to this year's challenge that you can create a business which makes $1 billion. With every net dollar made, there's a positive impact on the environment. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to find some magical ingredient from the environment, the rainforest, etc., and use it to create your business. That's not what this year's challenge is about. This year's challenge is about figuring out a sustainable way and an environmentally friendly way to build a business. You may reinvent the way Amazon ships packages. You may reinvent the food supply chain so that restaurateurs are not getting boxes and boxes and boxes of garbage after they take out the produce or the protein. You may reinvent hospitality. Think about new ways people can travel by having a lower ecological footprint. We want you to challenge every single idea that you may have or that may exist currently in the marketplace. And I want you to think boldly. How do I create a business that can have a net impact on society so that the environment is better today because of your business than it was yesterday because you didn't exist? Good luck. Peace.
The Hult Prize is an ecosystem of brilliant minds.
The Hult Prize is for entrepreneurs who are ready to change the world.
There is a way for companies to be profitable, but at the same time address a social challenge.
All the teams came into the Hult Prize Accelerator with our ideas of what we were going to create.
Our idea comes in here as a very rough, undeveloped idea, and then the Hult Prize helps us go through an iterative process to turn it into something beautiful, something tangible, something realistic, and turn it into a social impact engine that could change millions of people's lives.
What Hult Prize has helped us a lot with is thinking about the problems on this immense scale that you need to if you're going to have any kind of global change.
Hult Prize empower people to come up with a sustainable and innovative business model to help to solve the most pressing social issues around the globe.
Previously, people thought that there was a for-profit business and there was a non-profit business. Now that the Hult Prize has allowed so much publicity for social enterprise to be recognized, there's now a hybrid between for-profit and non-profit, which is the direct answer to all the problems that we have in the world.
I have been to other accelerators, but Hult Prize Accelerator differentiates itself.
The connections that we get here at Hult Prize is perhaps one of the most valuable things. So just a couple of minutes from them can help us solve issues that we've been working on for months.
When you bring social entrepreneurs together in the same room, so many great ideas come out of this environment.
Your energy feeds on each other when you're together, and I think it raises the level of the playing field for everyone.
We are not competitors. Actually, we are friends here because we are aiming to the same thing, to help the children all around the world.
I was very apprehensive before coming here. I was thinking, how is it going to work with the different teams, living in the same house? But as it turns out, Hult Prize organizers go out of their way to make their environment very comfortable.
The Hult Prize makes sure that there's a balance between having fun and having the work done.
There is a lot of fun here. Ping pong tournaments happen frequently, so I've gotten to sharpen my ping pong skills.
We cook with the other teams. We get to mix with the Hult Prize staff, and just a very comfortable environment.
Different people with different cultures living together is very, very interesting.
In one word, the Hult Prize is change.
Invigorating.
Empowerment.
Astonishing.
Passion.
Revolutionizing.
Energizing. Fast.
And the Hult Prize experience in general is so demanding and so challenging in so many areas. And you rise to the occasion. I never would have tried to start a business impacting 10 million lives without that challenge.
We're riding the initial wave of social entrepreneurship. We're on the frontier of that. And the Hult Prize is going to be something in 10, 20, 30 years that nobody ever expected it to be, because social entrepreneurship is the future.
We only have one life, and the question is, what legacy do I want to leave? What mark do I want to make?
I love the Hult Prize. You, in so many ways, represent the future. The Hult Prize is about more even than the solution to the problem advanced. It's about how the world has to work in the 21st century.
Sometimes there's these ideas that they sound a little out there on first blush, but then you realize that there's actually quite a bit of substance behind it.
The youth are not the leaders of tomorrow, they're the leaders of today, and I think these are the people who are going to be able to show us what the future really is about.
There is a sense of citizenship in there. There's a sense of actually acting on your presence and existence in your community.
You've heard all of the entrepreneurs in the NGO space say that charity is not enough. Well, if charity is not enough, then what is? It's business. And that's why I'm so pleased today to tell you about 6 great teams.
Tooth decay affects 2.4 billion people. Xylitol gum intervenes in this process. We, Harambee Vision, believe we can change all of this by locally manufacturing and distributing eyeglasses in urban slums.
This significantly improves the quality of life of every patient with a wound.
Using bees to screen for diseases in urban slums.
The REACH program, the first and only diabetes monitoring program for urban slum dwellers.
The journey of Nano Health, a social enterprise that aspires to right-size healthcare for urban slum dwellers, bringing cost-effective healthcare right to the doorstep.
We believe we have come up with a good solution which can be implemented.
Judges, we'd like to ask you to make your way backstage. Audience, we'll be back with a few closing remarks, and we'll do the presentation of the 2014 Hult Prize.
Get ready, all of you. How many of us are like
The judges have selected nanohealth from the Indian School of Business.
Our experience with Hult from day one has been just amazing. They are amazing people. We have learned so much from them, and just the energy which they bring to the table, it's so afflicting. I mean, it just rubs off.
The Hult Prize is all about generating ideas from the largest pool that it can simply access. And we believe that disruptive ideas lie inside of the world's business schools and universities. We are the next wave of social entrepreneurs.
I heard about it in the news. One of the teams had won.
We were introduced to the competition by our campus director.
The poster was actually stuck on one of the walls.
An email from a friend that, of course, he didn't know and I didn't know was about to change my life.
Because everything starts with an idea until it becomes real at regionals.
If you don't get people to believe that they can make our world a better place, you will not get the world to be a better place. I believe that the Hult Prize is changing the world.
It was 10 years ago where I was asked to come fly to Lucerne to meet Bertil Hult. And I pitched him this audacious idea that I would bring young people around the world together to think differently about how to use business as a force for good. And that idea was the Hult Prize. Here I am, this 20-something-year-old, no startup experience, no real track record, and a big idea that was designed to change the world. Sitting across the table from a billionaire who effectively could change my life. And he bet on me. He took a risk on me.
One of my friends once described Berto as the patron saint of young entrepreneurs. The Hult Prize enables him to do that on a massive scale.
If you want people, especially young people, to do their thing, you have to let them try.
10 years later, we have taken a chance on millions of young people. That's what we do every single day. Because believing in a kid and inspiring them and changing them within is how you change the world.
I just remember us sitting there and thinking this was a transformative concept. You could actually build a for-profit business whose core objective is to eradicate some type of global issue. And that became what we all knew we were going to devote the next chapter of our lives to, win or lose the Hult Prize. And that's the beginning of Aspire.
Mohammed Ashur. I always get goosebumps when I share his story because they had this wild idea that you could use crickets to feed the world. I start thinking to myself, could this be the idea that validates the model of the Hult Prize? I won't forget it. Shabita, she was wearing this crimson dress, and she said, Aspire has found a new way to feed the world.
It's such a feeling of accomplishment and achievement.
On their way to $1 billion enterprise that's having a ripple effect on humanity around the world. He went to medical school to help thousands, and he leaves medical school to help millions.
Being able to truly see the real impact that the Hult Prize and we envisioned when we started the company.
If the Hult Prize was just this $1 million startup competition, it wouldn't be worth it if there was no real impact on the ground. But that's what we're having every single day.
Until I started on this journey, I could never imagine that I could make as much a difference, which I have made. Right-sizing healthcare in urban slums.
The story of Manish and NanoHealth, who've gone on to rewrite the rules of healthcare, gives you an insight as to the power of the Hult Prize. We have tens of thousands of young people from India who have joined the movement only because this one startup emerged out of India.
I don't think anybody thought this would hit such a nerve with students and grow so quickly. That's the really impressive thing.
Young people, you want to wake up and change things, shake things up, go build something great. The Hult Prize makes you believe you can.
This has never really been about our legacy. It's been about the change in thinking it creates. It makes people see things and understand the world in a different way.
At no point did we think to ourselves, it's not possible just to build like real schools for these kids. And we had a meeting with a global VP from UNICEF. He just looks at me and he's like, absolutely no way it's gonna work, right? And then I was sitting there thinking, well, maybe he's wrong.
The power of this naive optimism that you have when you're young. And that's what changes the world.
We ended up going to the finals, having a school already built and running.
Taylor's company, Impact, is this game-changing coffee company building sustainable, world-class early childhood education.
Last year, we got an email from UNICEF inviting us to be on this new global task force for early childhood education. And he was like, guys, I don't know how you did it. Thank you for showing me that there was a way to do this.
He's gone on to mentor hundreds of Hult Prize teams. He was the early example of this community.
Hello everyone, we are back with the final results. Before that, let's hear it from our judges, what they had, the feeling that they had while watching all the teams, what they have to tell us, what we have to improve on. So first of all, let's hear it from Dr. Preet.
I hope I'm audible. Thank you, Chatisha. I think coming in, I was expecting, something of what I see in a lot of regular B school plans, B plan competitions. But honestly, after listening to, I think even the first presentation and especially after the last one of the questions I kept asking and honestly wishing for a positive answer was, will these people actually do this? So, these are products that need to be out there. And I saw a very wide range of things that each of these startups could hinge on. You think of a startup that is using waste food, ugly food. That to me is like the money ball in restaurants, right? If you think of, somebody who's making food for cancer patients, that's a great value proposition. Like, you've gotten it right there. The value proposition is good. You get the money, you get experts, and you move on to doing things. The enthusiasm for some teams was so wonderful that I wouldn't even care what they're selling. Of course, they were selling something good, but even if they were selling insurance, I think they would be very successful in their lives for that also. So, when you look at these products, when you look at these teams, when you look at these ideas, I honestly, I'm not that old, but I still keep telling people that, I think the future is going to be better. So I do sound older than that, but honestly, the enthusiasm, the youth, the innovation that I was presented with today was really wonderful. Chaitya, do we get Rajan sir?
Yeah, thanks, Preet. To all the participants, I think all of you have made wonderful presentations. Your concepts were very unique in the sense that very ahead of time and then future looking. And maybe you need to look at the implementation part. If you do implementation as enthusiastically as how you have presented and looked at the concepts, I think success will be with you. So I wish all of you all the best and then make these concepts into a reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words. Now we have Mr. Anet to share some more.
Hi, everybody. It was fun. The ideas were very interesting. They were to the topic. Yes, as Dr. Preet and Mr. Rajan said, that it would be very interesting that if you can follow it up and do it. There might be precedents, there might be others doing it, there might be something that is already in the marketplace, but that's okay. If you drive yourself in a better way, then it is a good thing. Make sure, for as far as this competition is concerned, and the next level of this competition is concerned, when you will be interacting with the people at the higher levels, you need to understand that, be specific and understand the objectives of the competition and stick to it. Best wishes, everybody. Looking forward for seeing you very successfully. And I telling my children that, I judged these people and I missed it out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now we'll hear it from Mr. Jatin, sir.
I always say the ventures that when you're talking to somebody about your venture, it's never about you. It's always about somebody else understanding what you're doing. So whenever you present even further line, or whenever you will talk to your probable customer, your probable partner, it's not about what you're understanding on what you're doing. It's about other person in front of you should be able to understand in a very crisp way what you are exactly doing. And if anybody says no to you, just know that they are saying no to you at that moment only. You can go back to them again. And whenever you run your venture, don't love your venture as your baby. You need to learn how to be critical with your venture as well. I would just suggest that make sure that you go ahead in the market and actually make it happen. It's not about winning or losing. I guess sometimes certain questions or certain answers are critical. That's it. If you change all four of us and put maybe another 4 jury, the result might be different as well. So it's always on the other side of it as well. So we are also evolving, we are also learning. So when we are asking questions, it's at that moment we are trying to be very crisp and critical about it. But actually we are good people, nice people, supporting people. So if you felt that we were straightforward, brutal somewhere, now results are already decided. So here onwards, we are always happy to help you in any way possible, but make sure you do it. Always think on one part that I learned from an amazing person called Dr. Mustafa. He always says that never sell your product. Always help your customer to buy your product. And there is a thin line in that statement. Just go there, do your work, execute it. One last line, learning from other failure is good. But I always tell people that make a list of others' failures and do it as fast as you can, because you need to go through it. Once you'll go through it, you'll be able to taste it in a much, much, much better way. And few, you can ignore it totally. So all the best. And whatever result comes, make sure that you go down there and do it in reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for all those inspiring words. Now I would like to call none other than our campus director, Hamza, to go ahead and announce the results which we have been waiting for since so long.
Thank you once again, Chaitashi. This has been truly an honor being on this stage with such wonderful entrepreneurs and people who actually are looking to make a big change out there. So let's not straight away go to the winners of this competition, because I am a person who always loves suspense. So I'd really like to thank each and every person who has contributed towards making this event a great success. It has been one of the best on-campus programs in the world, and I know that because I have been working with this team and the impact we have created, the people we have introduced to the entrepreneurial ecosystem, to the Hult Prize ecosystem. So it has been a very large number, and people just sharing this on and on. We really hope that there can be a big impact in the coming time, right? So one more thing before I just go on and spill my beans, I'll just want to share that I have been a participant of the regional finale, and I have been a loser there. But that is not something that was that was obviously that was a bad experience for me, coming back from the regionals. You do have very big aspirations there, but the experience I gained, the work I did, the man I actually turned out to be after months of rigorous training and work, that was something that cannot be replaced. Even when we had a talk with different people, right? We had Mohammed Ashur, we had Manish Ranjan, we had Miss Iman Cooper. Those people had won the $1 million prize. And believe me when I say this, when I had a personal conversation with them, they did not. A lot of them did not say that $1 million was the actual prize they were after. It is not the end of the journey that matters. It is rather the the actual journey that does. The destination does not matter more than the journey. So that is the thing I would love to leave all of you with. So yeah, I know it's been time, 6 months, and finally the day and the exact time when I'm going to announce the results and declare the on-campus finale close. So let's start with the third runner-up. We'll be having the third runner-up first. So fingers crossed, guys. The third runner-up would be Team Incredibles. Congratulations, team. Hearty congratulations from our on-campus team and the Hult Prize Foundation. You did really well in your competition. Then, followed by that, the second runner-up is Whisk Factor. Team Whisk Factor, congratulations. So now, the winner. So we have the third place, the second place announced, but who is the actual team? Yeah, sorry?
Hamza, winner you can announce it tomorrow rather than doing today. I'm just kidding. Go for it.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, sorry, sir. Yeah, I do love suspense. This is a proof of that. Okay, so the final team, the team that will make the regional finale representing Nirma University is team Missing Ingredients. Hearty congratulations to the team members, and definitely the organizing committee who actually made everything possible for this day to come. I'll just share my screen for you to have a look at the winners. I really want to congratulate each and every team, each and every participant who participated today and showed that yes, they can be a part of a bigger impact out there. Thank you so much, everyone. And this is it. Congratulations, best of luck out there, and keep doing the great work you've always been doing. Thank you so much. Over to Chaitashi.
Thank you so much, Hamza, finally revealing the people who are going to represent us. And I have a very, very, very important message for people who are watching this and the people who have not won. So please stay tuned. We'll just play an ending video, and then we'll share the very important message which you all should hear. So let's have the ending video.
If you don't get people
The
to
winning
believe...
team is Rutopia from Tegna, Monterey.
Who's gonna bring you back to life? We're gonna make you and I. We're gonna save the world tonight.
Okay, guess what? Your team's going to the accelerator. I love your idea. How about that? Congratulations.
Who's gonna save? Who's gonna bring? We're gonna save the world tonight.
Fine. So here we are. The video has ended. The competition has ended. But wait, it has not actually ended. So the message to the non-winning teams is that you have a good news. Your ideas can still go competing at Hult Prize. You want to know how? By joining the online pool of applications, which is available at hultprize.org. Do it so that you get a chance to make it to the 2021 regionals. But yeah, don't forget the deadline is December 17th, 2020. And now a message to everybody in the audience. If you want to take your pitch to the next level, we have another exciting opportunity for you. Sign up for the Hult Prize Level 1 Pitch Certificate, certified by the Hult International Business School. Earn a Level 1 Pitch Certificate by successfully completing the course, where you develop fundamental pitching skills, connect with fellow impact-driven participants, and build self-confidence through interactive lessons and coaching sessions. The next classes are beginning from December 2nd, December 12th, and January 11th. For more details, you can log on to www.hultprize.org/certificate/. So this was it for the day. And Chaitashi Pandya signing off from the finale of Hult Prize Nirma University edition. Bye-bye.